Still early, but what have you seen from your team that you like in this 2-1 start?
Well, I like our heart. We have a resiliency about us. When we've been down in a few of our games, our guys have always managed a way to kind of fight back, and that says a lot about their character.
Talk about how impressed you were with this team going on the road for the first time as a group, coming back from behind to get that win in Illinois State.
I was really proud of them for fighting back. Not only going the road, but we're down 33 out of the 40 minutes of the game, and our guys responded. They kept chipping away, and at the end, we were able to close strong and get a good win.
It seemed like there in the second half you found a rotation that worked with Avery and Cowan on the floor at the same time, Brandon and Darren on the wings, and then Dejon running the point. Is that really the answer to your starting lineup questions, or was that more matchup oriented?
Well, I think it's always going to be more dictated by the matchups, and but I thought that was a good lineup for us in the second half. I thought those guys had earned it. A lot of those guys came in the game during the first half and really gave us a big lift. So we wanted to continue that run with them, and I thought they continued it in the second half as well.
Avery played the full 20 minutes in the second half. How impressed were you just with his effort?
No, I was really impressed with Avery. First of all, his overall endurance, the fact that he was able to play that long in the second half with the type of effort and energy he gave. So really proud of him. He's getting better and better. He's gaining confidence, and he's going to be a good player for us for several years to come.
Talk about Brandon's play, about him coming off the bench and giving you guys a lift.
I thought Brandon gave us a huge lift. I thought he came in and he sparked us, not just with his scoring, but also with his defense and rebounding. He had a double-double the other night, and for most 6'5" guards, that's fairly difficult. So he was very active. He really helped us on both ends of the floor.
With Charleston coming up next, Coach Grant Riller, how did he get out of Orlando?
Well, I wasn't here when he left. He's a senior this year, so no, terrific player, hometown guy, and he's having a great career. So really excited for him, but looking forward to competing against him because I've watched a lot of tape, and he's been around here in Orlando. He's come to our gym and shot and practiced and played with our guys before. So really good young man, and I'm excited that he's having a great career.
What specifically impresses you on tape about him, and how tough is he to defend?
What impresses me is his poise. I mean, for his size, he's not like he's some 6'7", 6'8" player. He's a guard at 6'3", but he plays with such a good pace. He understands the game. He has a really good basketball IQ, and there's really no holes in his game. He can shoot the three. He's a good mid-range player. He finishes well at the basket. He's definitely a three-level scorer, and he's a heck of a competitor.
So many guys, asked to do more things this year. How intriguing is it for you as the head coach at this point in the season to see these guys develop, to see them kind of answer the call, the call of what you need from them?
I like our group. They've worked very hard for us, ever since this spring, and so I know the effort is there. It's just a function of us getting to know one another. As I keep saying, you have 9 new players. Whenever you have that, there's a lot of figuring things out. Us with rotations, them with who they're playing to their strengths. Understanding how to play with each other, and all those things are taking place right now in real time. So as we're moving forward, I can see the little bit of improvement, and all we got to do is every day come in and try to get a little bit better. By the time we get going in conference play, we'll be the team that we want to be.
Brandon Mahan's confidence as a shooter, it seems like he doesn't see a shot that he doesn't think he can make. Talk about his confidence as a perimeter guy.
No, he's a very confident shooter. He's more than that, of course, but that's where I think he really sets his offense up from his ability to shoot and also shoot with range. And so no, he's very good at setting up his offense off of his shot. And he's, like I said, I can see a lot where he can still improve a lot as well, where he can get better in some areas offensively to kind of really go along with his ability to knock down shots.
Being able to lean on Darren as you were in that game, is there something about him that this quickly, this soon surprises you about maybe his maturity or just his style?
The word you use right there is what I was most surprised about. It's maturity. Most freshmen don't come in with such a seriousness of purpose. But he's a serious, the way he prepares, the way he trains, everything about him, the way he practices. He's such a professional approach about it, and that's a sign of maturity. And that's why I think he's been so consistent, because of his approach has been that way.
This team has won 24 games or more the last 3 seasons. What makes them so good that if you watch them tape?
You know what? First of all, they're well coached. Second, I think they play very hard. They play hard-nosed defense. And offensively, they always have some guys that can go out there and can really score the basketball. Of course, Rilla being the lead guy this year, but they've always had guys that were very, very confident scoring the basketball.
When you facing a player like Riller, there's a fine line. You want to, obviously a lot of attention he draws with your defense, but is discipline the key? Because if you overcompensate, that opens up the other guys too?
Well, absolutely. You have to make sure we're aware of where he is at all times because he's such a threat out there. But also, they have a number of good players. You don't win 24 games a season with just one guy. So they have a very good basketball teams, and we understand that. We have to make sure we understand the personnel very well and defend to the best of our abilities.
You saw Avery took a little turnaround 15-footer that he made, and he's not just a post guard. Collinson is not just a post guy. Those matchup advantages you guys, you have with those two guys, how do they sort of help you as a team, basically?
Well, those guys are versatile big guys, and that's kind of how we play. And both of those guys kind of epitomizes that. They can go inside, they can go outside, and it's up to us as a team, as a staff, to make sure we utilize them and play to their strengths. And I think we're doing that. We're learning how to do it better each game.
How did you feel like Dazon ran the point just this last game?
I thought Dazon was very solid for us at the point. He didn't have a number of assists, but he got some guys some really good looks. They didn't really knock him down to a level that we know we can. He was defensively, he's always sound for us. He rebounds the basketball, so I thought he was solid for us at the point.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Coach.
guys.
Thanks, Coach.